Part 2 of the old Attakwaskloof Oxwagon route deals with a section from the old toll house to the main summit. If you intend driving this route, it is vital to watch all three parts of this video series. Along this section, close to the old toll house, there are various other tracks which radiate off the main track. This is the first gate which marks your entry into the area controlled by Cape Nature Conservation. On the Bonnydale side of the route, all the side tracks are well signposted. This is not the case beyond that. The going is fairly easy along this section, with several steep entry-exit stream crossings. This was the main road between the coast and the Karoo for more than 180 years. Only with the arrival of John Montagu, the colonial secretary of the Cape, from 1843 to 1852, and the expertise of Andrew Gettysbane and his son Thomas, did proper road construction begin in the Cape. The first properly constructed passes over the Cape Fold Mountains between the coast and the Little Karoo were the Montagu Pass in 1848 between George and Oxwagon, and the Robinson Pass in 1869 between Mossel Bay and Oxwagon. Nowhere else in southern Africa is there such a concentration of mountain passes in one area, nor such a variety in the scenery and vegetation as can be found in the Southern Cape. These passes are as much a part of the Little Karoo story as the ostrich. Without them, there would have been no access, no settlement of farms, and no way for the farmer to bring his products to the outside world. After approximately 3 kilometers, the road will bring you to a small cottage at the point where the track heads south. This is a Cape Nature cottage and can be hired. It is located in the most pristine and remote mountain setting. In the event of an emergency, there is an escape route from here of about 2 kilometers length, which joins the main gravel road which you drove past on your way to the start. The next kilometer after the cottage is through a fairly wet area, and it would be best to first check the level of the water before proceeding here. The track swings back towards the east and meanders along the valley for many kilometers, crossing streams and ascending hill after hill. The very long grass seen on the center of the track here could become a fire hazard from hot exhausts during the dry summer months. The Attakwaskloof Pass was the N1 for Oxwagons traveling north and east, and was used by thousands of Oxwagons from 1689 until 1869. The first Oxwagon to use this route was an expedition of 21 men and 2 wagons sent out by Simon van der Stel under the leadership of an ensign, Isaac Schrijver, in January 1689. It took Schrijver 7 days to cross over the Attaquas Mountains from the farm Hachelkraal on the southern side to Savaansrivier on the northern side. The list of travelers who traveled through this pass is a who's who of celebrated early explorers. Some of the steeper sections have been strip concreted to prevent erosion. Remember to unlock your center diff along these sections. In 1842, the official toll of wagons passing through the Attaquas was 4,280 for that single year alone. For today's traveller, the Attaquas Pass, which has been declared a national monument, offers spectacular scenery, pristine fynbos, natural rock pools, and relics of blockhouses. The serious climbing begins near the halfway point, where the track rises steeply to summit at an S-bend, providing forever views covering a full 360 degrees. The town of Mossel Bay is visible in the distance to the south, whilst behind you the Outeniqua Mountains tower above the road, making everything else seem miniature. There is a palpable sense of timelessness here. It's a good spot for a few quiet minutes of introspection. It can often be cold and windy at the summit, so have a warm jacket ready if you want to go walking around up here. Be sure to watch part 3, which deals with the final section from this summit point all the way to the end at the farm Sonskyn on the R328 at the foot of the Robinson Pass.